Cheekysport.
Hey, you are now tuned into Rinse FM, and this is Cheekysport. You're here with myself, Big J.
Cheekysport Akeem.
And I've got my special guest in the building.
Oh,
he's a brother. He's a friend of the show. He's a friend of all our shows. We worked on it with him on our GRM show. We got Chris in the building. You get me?
Save.
I'm not even going to say the surname. But we got Big Chris in the building. He is an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
For all you guys,
A biased one.
Another
We'll
biased
take
one.
that.
I know
We'll
you guys are
take
going to say
that.
another biased Arsenal fan. Listen, we are here to entertain the people, all right? And we need representation.
Yeah.
United, Arsenal, and I'm here to
Well,
represent.
I'm a moderate Man United fan.
No, you're not.
I'm here to
No, you're
back
not.
up City and their mad buys. Okay,
Great.
We're
Good.
gonna start
Someone
with
has to.
yeah. I'm gonna back up City spending 300 plus million
Yeah.
on defenders and the goalkeeper.
All right, cool.
Even after buying Bravo, because at the end of the day, when you're a manager of the caliber of Pep Guardiola, you know where your weaknesses are. Get your fullbacks.
All right.
Get your new keeper. We all know that keeper last season was a liability. We all know.
You didn't say that. Don't
No, I
think
did.
we
Yeah,
all
I did.
know.
No.
What you said.
No,
was
I
you're
did
the
say
best
that.
keepers
No, I didn't.
in the world.
No,
mate.
I didn't.
Don't try it.
Alright, listen,
that.
Don't try it.
Listen, Akeem,
Exactly. Chris can confirm that.
Confirm that.
Thank you.
I did not say that. All I was trying to say was Pep Guardiola knows what he's doing when he addresses the matter
When he's saying he's
of
top
Bravo
five. Yeah.
in the light of the people. And I said he doesn't rate him, Akeem. He's like, well, even Stevie Wonder can see. Stevie Wonder can see that's a terrible keeper. And I said, Akeem, Pep knows he's a terrible keeper, but he'll do what he's got to do when it comes. And you know what's happened? It's come to the window. And
now
he looked
both
at
keepers have
Bravo straight in the face and said,
Both keepers are gone.
to the bench.
Yeah.
So we all know what's happening, all right? So what do you lot think about Man City strengthening their defence, even though it cost them over £250 million?
What I think is...
Of course. What do you think, Akeem?
What I think,
What do
Chris,
you think, man? Go on.
what I think is, I wish I had a fart built up because that's what I was gonna,
You want to fart? You want to fart?
I want to fart about it. 'Cause
Why?
To be honest,
Why?
it's like, listen, if he pulls it off,
Mendy.
great. If he pulls it off, great. But listen,
Walker.
you are once again, it's the beginning of a fraudster.
You're
The
such a
thing-
you're a hater.
Wait, hold
man.
on.
You're a
Listen to
hater.
me.
You're a hater.
Listen.
Okay, sorry, Chris.
I
Go on,
have a
Akeem.
problem with Man City. Yeah, I'm saying Pep Guardiola. If you think the back line, out of the 5 at the back, you're changing 4 of those 5 players. Yeah, and you're going in to the most dangerous season of all. Yeah, the most competitive Premier League season of all. Yeah. And you think you're going to be successful? You change 4 of the 5 at the back. Yeah. In fact, over the 11 players in the field, I think 7 of those players are new players.
Wow.
Or 6 or 7. You win the league with that, Pep. Hey, if you do,
Do you
well
think
done.
you're going to win the league?
Mate, listen. We're not
'Cause
talking
that's
about
what I
Man
feel
United.
like
We're
you're
not talking
getting
about
at.
Man United now. We're not talking about Man United. We're talking about City, who is changed their entire back line. So
What I'm trying to say
just
is-
to give him just an answer in a
Okay.
sentence.
All right.
I think it's silly to make that many changes. Yeah, to get rid of players who weren't that past their peak, like Clichy. Shouldn't have done that.
Nah, Clichy's dead.
Clichy,
food.
no,
Clichy's
yeah,
dead food.
Clichy's dead.
food.
Clichy's dead. Hey,
Dead
what a
food.
shock! An Arsenal fan saying Clichy's dead.
He
Is
is dead
Sadio
food.
dead? So is Fabregas. So is Van
Fabregas
Persie.
ain't dead.
All of them dead. Yeah.
dead. Nah, Van Persie was a king.
Yeah, Van Persie was a king.
He's a
He
king.
just
Van
said-
Persie's a king.
And
Good.
he just said Cesc isn't dead. Like Zabaleta, you're talking about. So obviously they have
Just
to-
saying that because most Arsenal fans, every single player that leaves
No, we
the
don't.
club
No, we don't.
apparently
No, we
is
don't.
Except for
the
Reyes.
devil. Yeah.
It's like when
Okay.
you leave his
Or Caleb.
stenders. You know,
What about
once you leave his
What about
stenders,
Adebayo,
it's done.
mate? What about Adebayo?
Bio's dead. Forget Bio. Nah, I'm gonna get back to Bio later on.
Anyway,
so
moving on.
So
That's
what I'm
my
trying to
fault.
say, what I'm trying to say is, Pep Guardiola. We know Pep Guardiola has a system, and he has to buy to that system.
Correct.
Like in terms of, he knows what he wants from certain players, innit?
Every manager does. Why do you
No,
guys
no,
say
no.
stuff like this so it sounds like he is better than he is?
Why are you hating on Pep for?
No, I'm not hating.
You
No,
are.
no, what I'm trying
I'm
to
not
say-
hating, but why do you say sentences like that? It's
So-
like,
so
oh
what-
yeah, he buys players to fit the system. Obviously, so
but-
does Tony Pulis, mate. What are you talking about? So does Fred Barnes in the
That's
bloody
you know,
League
he-
2, mate.
For
You know,
Pulis.
it is.
So does the Plymouth Argyle manager, mate.
I got a sore
Come
throat.
on.
I got a sore throat today, and I want to scream over
Bloody
Akeem. Yeah?
heck.
Akeem, you make a fair point. All managers buy to fit their system. All I'm trying to say is, it's very. I'm saying that I've seen a lot of people laughing at Pep Guardiola because he spent it on the defense. Oh,
Which is what they needed.
He's changed the whole. But all I'm trying to say is, if you got to change your defense, man, change your defense.
Okay.
I'm
what
not-
players weren't
that's
good
what I'm
enough?
saying. I'm just.
What players weren't good enough?
The
That's what I'm-
fullbacks, they're too old. That's
No,
it, pure and
that's it,
simple.
yeah.
He's gone for age. He's gone for youth. He needs
Yeah.
that. He needs that speed, that strength, that
But I mean,
usefulness.
Kyle Walker's
So
like
what about
27.
Otamendi?
Carl Walker,
What about
sit by.
what about Otamendi?
Otamendi's gonna be.
That's a
Otamendi
player.
had weaknesses, yeah, but now he's got the right people around him to supplement his deficiencies. I
Okay,
guess.
fair enough.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. Listen, I'm not
And-
knocking.
and-
I'm not knocking
and
anything.
none of us, all of us knew that the keeper was a failure. Obviously,
100%.
they got rid of Joe Hart, who's obviously just
Which was
returned back
mad.
to West Ham.
Which was mad.
That was mad.
That was mad.
And now you've got another keeper who, even in the, I know it's only pre-season, but once again looks looks floppy. Looks like a 3.5 inch floppy disk, mate. That's what he looks like. That's what he looks
Yeah, but
like.
you know
at the
what? To
moment.
be fair, Valdez was never a great goalkeeper at Barcelona. We mythologize and think, oh yeah, Valdez.
Nah, he was a good shot stopper.
He wasn't
yeah,
all
but
that
he wasn't a great.
Casillas was the guy. No one was looking at Valdez.
Yeah,
Everyone was
of
looking at
course.
Valdez saying, you know what?
Yeah,
remember
Casillas
people
obviously
used to
Spanish
say
number one.
Barcelona's defense was
Yeah.
weak, but then because of Pep's system where they hold the ball up, retention is what it's all about with Pep. You don't have to, as he
You're
says,
playing in
I
a
don't
different
teach the
league
man
now.
how to. Yeah, that's
I don't
the
teach the man
problem.
to-
That's
It's
the
funny though,
problem.
isn't it?
That's
It
the
is funny though,
problem.
because he did say.
Adaptability is a signal of a great legendary manager. Yeah, legendary managers can adapt.
Give him time.
Oh, Ancelotti adapted.
Fair.
Mourinho adapts. Yeah,
here
you
you
need
go.
to adapt to the
Ancelotti's
league.
Ancelotti's a don.
Ancelotti, one of the greatest Premier League managers
Don.
of all time, mate.
Don.
Ancelotti, they need to put some respect on my boy's name.
Don Carlo.
The Don Carlo, bro.
Listen, that's it. Anyway, that's my thoughts on Man City. End of the day, they do need those players. Don't get me wrong. I'm not disagreeing, but you need to make it in
Because
stages.
what did he say?
You
He
need to
did
make
say
those
this season.
changes in
What did he
stages.
say this season? He's like, I don't teach how to defend.
Yeah, but I get that though. I don't teach how to tackle. Not to defend, how to tackle.
How to
Right.
tackle.
Because it's
Okay.
about retention. Because defense can be attack as well. Best form of defending is attacking. for
Okay,
teams
okay,
like-
okay.
For Pep's teams and Wenger's teams. That's why Wenger's teams will leak in bare goals because the system, the players ain't there to implement that system. We're like an F1 car. If it rains, forget it. You know what I mean?
Fair.
fair
So anyway, I've also obviously I know we were speaking about the keeper. I told him we got rid of Joe Hart. And last week we were here talking about Joe Hart coming back to the Hammers. I even did the post for you lot. You get me?
Which Hernandez has just done as well.
Hernandez has just done the
Oh,
post.
so cheesy.
Chicharito
Jeez.
is back.
Hammers.
Cheese.
All right. West Ham have just signed forward Hernandez,
Great
Chicharito, Little P,
Great buy.
ex-Man United player, ex-Leverkusen player, ex-Real Madrid player. A great signing, 16 million. Well,
Probably a signing in summer,
know
in relative terms.
that when it comes to scoring, like even my mum is not like the greatest football fan, but even she would say, you see that boy, the Mexican one. That's what you call a footballer.
You're lying.
But she don't really like footballer, bro. But you know when she rated him? You know when he scored that goal with his head, where he smacked his head? Because she realised that Don, he has one thing in mind, and that's to score goals.
But you know his record's poor though.
What do you mean his record?
Goal scoring record ain't all that. That we mythologize.
no.
Oh, you're
again.
talking about, you're talking about,
No,
oh,
he's
Got
quite good.
important goals.
No,
Nah,
he's got
even
good
at
ratio.
Manchester United, trust me.
No, no,
It's
no.
not good.
No, he's got
no.
good ratio.
It's
He's,
not crazy.
he's best.
But he
the
won't-
most
he
amount
didn't
of goals he
start.
scored
He
was at
didn't
Leverkusen.
Yeah, I know that, but at Leverkusen he was on fire.
What, 17 goals? It's not being fire.
Bro,
but
he was
yeah.
on
That's,
fire,
but that's
though.
also because he was in a
He was on
donkey. He was in
fire.
a donkey league, mate.
What? The Bundesliga? Bundesliga?
Yes, it is a donkey league. In comparison to the Premier League, it is.
All right, easy.
Let's be real.
All right, listen, this is
Biased.
what, it's not a
Huh?
donkey league.
Biased.
Put
In
some-
comparison.
hella biased.
How is that biased?
Don't
though?
say
Because
donkey.
Why not?
Brand.
Okay, all right, cat league then.
They say
All right,
they say
pig
league,
league.
they say
I
league, they
don't-
say
what?
league.
Another
Oh.
animal. Shall I use another animal?
You know what? Forget it, man.
All right, wait, hold on. No.
He's not
Let's
trying to say-
not
Do you
pass.
see what I'm
Hold
trying
on.
to say, bro?
Hold on a
We're
second.
talking football when he's talking
Wait,
about old
wait,
McDonald.
Hold on.
You see
I
what I
didn't say
got
old
to put up with
McDonald's.
every
I didn't
week?
say old McDonald's. Listen, let's not go past this before you start shaking your head. Listen, because I can see Chris shaking his head.
Yeah.
Bundesliga, yeah?
Right?
How can you not say that
we
is
about to talk
a
about Bundesliga?
how can you not say that's a crud league when RB Leipzig, yeah, you're
my
comparing
God,
them,
this guy
you're
loves
comparing them,
Leipzig.
you're comparing them to Tottenham, Chelsea, Man United, Arsenal. Listen, the worst teams also in the German league in comparison to the worst teams in the Premier League. Come on, this is not a conversation.
All right, okay. All right,
Come
you know
on, my friend.
guys.
Come on.
All of our German supporters, let him have it.
What?
All right, leave a comment
just
below.
because you're a German supporter, that doesn't mean you have.
Let him have it. Let him know,
listen.
why Bundesliga's up there when it comes in terms of
listen.
the world football.
Listen, I was watching Star Sixes last week. I was cheering on Yakubu and JJ Kocher.
Who was that
That
mean?
don't mean I thought they were the best just because I was supporting them.
I'm not trying to say
Hey,
they're
if
the
you're a German fan, that don't mean you have to support Bundesliga.
So he's supporting his uncles.
Yeah? Big up Yakubu.
Big up your uncles and
Big
that.
up
Uncle
Kocher.
Yakubu.
Big up Taribo West.
Yeah.
Yeah?
The same hairline.
Big up
and
them, man.
Boom.
Big up them,
All
man.
the uncles and that.
Hey, Olympic champions.
All right, listen. All right, so
20
Hernandez,
years ago.
West Ham doing great business. very quickly, I was speaking to one of my friends.
Decent business.
Yeah, they're doing, what they're doing.
Because that
I feel
Arnautovic
like
is a
Bilic-
bit.
Nah, he's good. He gets
Hey,
goals.
Was he good at Stoke? Let's be real.
Nah, he's alright. He's alright. He's
He
alright.
was a poor
He's
man's
alright, no.
Ibra at 35.
No.
Yeah, so what?
No,
That's
no.
good though for Stoke.
Ibra
They
can't
play
move.
different
Nah.
positions though.
But no, wait. No, they don't.
hey,
They
what-
don't. No. But look, listen.
Listen, don't play up front like that, out and out like that.
Does he play then?
He does. But
What? Alovic plays
But
out and out.
Number 10, yeah?
Yeah, brother, he holds up, man, in that.
yeah, but what's wrong with being a poor man's in Ibrahimovic?
At
if
35.
it doesn't matter.
And
That's still good as a world-class
Ibra
player.
can't even move. Ibra was the reason why Manchester United faltered last.
He's not calling him Mancha.
It's Manchester United.
No,
yeah.
don't call him
Manchester
Mancha.
United.
Put some
Like
respect.
it's Sir Alec.
Put some respect on their
Not
name.
Alex, Sir
They won.
Alex.
They won 3 trophies last year. Put some respect on their name.
Disgusting. No,
Yeah,
you did.
cheers.
So we done the double. No, hold on.
No, you didn't.
So what? The season
No, you
before
didn't.
Arsenal
No, you
double
didn't,
then.
mate. No, you didn't,
What?
mate.
We won the
No, you
Champions
didn't.
League,
Yeah, he
What?
did. Yeah, it's a double. Take it.
What, last year?
Take it.
Or the year
Season
before?
season
Yeah, we're
before.
not talking about season before, mate.
Double.
Yeah, we're talking about last year. Anyway,
Oh, we
moving
didn't
on.
say double.
So
I think
what?
you did.
You got Tupperware. Was it Tupperware treble, wasn't it? That's what Fergie called
Don't
it.
top wear trouble.
That's what Fergie called it, not me.
Who's Fergie?
Sir
Fergie
Alec
called it.
Sir Alec.
Sir Alec called it. But what did Jose Mourinho call it? Who's currently one of the best managers in the world?
Jose's a joker smoker. Let's
Ah,
not
he's
talk
What
Joker
did he- what did he-
smoker, of
what did
course.
he call
He
it?
said they won 3 trophies.
Who's a joker smoker?
That's what he said.
He's
trophies.
petty. He's very petty.
All right, listen. All right. So basically, we're talking about West Ham still, because basically one of my friends who supports West Ham, he was saying, and this is what I was trying to ask you guys quickly. Yeah, they sacked their whole medical team.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they felt like the medical team were not very good last season. How important do you guys think that is to a club?
Crucial.
Like in terms of like
Crucial.
having a good medical team for your players. Do you feel like sacking them and getting all new like doctors?
Look
and
at Arsenal. Arsenal have been decimated through injury for the last
what was
13
the medical team ever blamed?
Well, they
weren't blamed,
They had to
but-
look into it, innit? Obviously, they looked into it like extensively. And they got like
A couple new doctors.
they got a couple of doctors in, and then it was to the point where it was the pitch. They discovered it was the pitch that was causing injuries to the players.
Wow.
That took a good 10 years. A good 10 years to discover that because
Is that an
pitch was
excuse,
too hard.
Chris?
No, the pitch was too. We had the most injuries.
Yeah, you
Previously, now you lot took over. I think the last 2-3 years. We've been calm the last 2 years because we got the new medical.
You got the new medical
we got
staffing
the
and stuff.
football
But-
evolved, and
but you know
Arsenal's
what?
platform
That's
is so
difficult.
dated.
That's
We
difficult.
know that.
That- you know what? That's
So
difficult to
Wenger-
say, though,
No, but
Chris.
it wasn't difficult.
Do you know?
It's
No. I mean, it's difficult to say because it's relative. So some players get injured, are more injury prone, regardless of what club or what pitch they're playing
Yeah.
on. Do you get what I mean?
No, but we was
Like
having.
Jack Wilshere. for
No,
example.
but look at someone like
Van
Van
Persie,
Persie for instance. No, we put Van Persie for instance.
Yeah.
He was injured for 5 out of 7 years. That was a lot.
Yeah, like
That's
he
a
never
lot.
completed the season
And then
until
we have to
ages.
regiment his training. Like we had to change it up a bit, and then he trained every so often, and then he was fit for 18 months straight. And then you lot
Banging
come in
in.
like sharks. And why wasn't he ever injured at Man United the first season? Under
Yeah,
Fergie?
yeah,
He was
well,
never injured.
yeah,
he
he
played the whole bloody season.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
scratching
first
my
time.
head thinking, I can't wait for him to get injured. Man played the whole season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's because you lot was obviously you lot are more advanced than Arsenal in that aspect.
In the aspect and in the medical
Yeah.
aspect. So it is quite a good thing for West Ham as well.
It's a big
basically.
thing.
It's a good thing. All right, cool.
Well, good luck
Oh,
to West Ham.
yeah. Good luck to West
They're
Ham this
making
season.
good
Obviously,
business.
yeah.
They might even still clip it well.
They're gonna pick Tottenham.
I guess Giroud is now off the cards.
Jizu ain't going nowhere, mate. Jizu ain't going nowhere.
Can you not
Hernandez.
don't nickname him though.
Who? Jizu? They ain't no nickname. That's man's name.
It's not.
Jizu.
It sounds like Zizou. It sounds like
la 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 la. Jizu.
Are you calling him Jiz? Are you calling him Jizu?
I know, forget. I do not want to talk about jizz on this show.
Yeah.
Alright?
See, your mind's in the gutter. His name is Jizu.
Alright,
But
cool,
plus,
cool.
I don't like that because it makes it sound like Zizou, which
Best
is a
number
real
10 in
French
the world.
legend, which is a real French
Oh,
legend.
that is why it's called a jizz.
That's
He's
why I'm
taking
upset.
a
Yeah,
bit.
that's why I'm upset about
Oh,
it.
Chris,
Don't say
have
that.
some respect.
Put some respect.
Alright,
Put
Jizu's
some
the
respect
best.
to his name.
All right,
I love
listen.
Jizu.
Speaking of Zizou,
Jizu?
Real Madrid
Yeah. At the moment, it looks like Real
versus,
Madrid.
versus Manchester United.
Ah, you're talking about the friendly.
Friendlies, you know.
The friendly. I'm talking about the friendly.
Who cares about
It was
friendlies?
up at 12. I didn't get to watch it personally. You know, I had stuff to do the next morning. But I saw some of the highlights.
Did you win?
Yeah, we won.
Oh, is
Penalty-
that
on
why
penalty-
you
I
lot
think it was
are
on penalties,
gassing?
wasn't it? Was it on-
Yeah, but obviously the highlight was obviously Martial's one.
The highlight
You can't talk
was
about that.
Why not?
Anthony
Can't talk about that. You can't
Martial's.
talk about that. You
Why
can't-
not?
you
Guys,
can't
guys, I'm about to talk about it.
Wait,
alright?
no, wait, ask him
Chill
first.
out.
Why not?
Chill out.
Why?
I'm gonna talk about it and then I'm gonna ask.
Okay, cool.
All right. So I'm gonna introduce it for you guys, all the Manchester United fans out there. We were all watching it. It was all in your group chats. It came in your WhatsApp. You all got messaged it. You all got added on Instagram. You all got added on Twitter. You saw the retweet. we're talking about the Antini.
Antini.
Antini, you know.
I could have made the
Antini
Frenchman
Martial.
made the Frenchman all Italian and stuff. His goal, Anthony Martial's goal. This is why I call him Tone. But this is why I call him Tone.
I was like, the fans call him Tony. as well.
Yeah, Tone. Did you not see his assist? Sorry, his assist to Lingard. I'm sorry, but that was brilliant. No, I'm sorry.
But wait,
No. Honestly,
No, wait,
hey, listen.
wait,
It's very listen.
wait,
If
why
you guys
you
know the show.
laughing?
No. That was a very good assist.
Why are you laughing?
You can't talk about things like
no,
that.
no, no,
It's
no.
a friendly.
No,
It's
do
a
you know
good
what it
Real
is?
Madrid.
No,
No, it is
can I
good
just
Real
say-
Madrid.
No, can I just say? No, but it was a really good goal. Because you know what it is?
I don't care.
I know. Can I, all right, Chris? Let me land. All right. Me and Akeem argue all the time because Akeem says he's the next Henry, and I hate it.
It would be better than Henry.
Wait, we're talking about
It would be
Martial.
better than Henry.
Wait. All right. So I always say,
What are you laughing about?
I hope you're lying. I hope this is a wind up.
No, it's not.
Where's the cameras? Because that's a mess.
Wait, there's only these
No.
two cameras.
What? It's
No, I'm
cameras
being
here, mate.
serious.
No.
I'm being serious as
No,
well.
so
Better than TT.
no, I'm not
Yeah,
saying
better than
that.
TT.
Yeah, you ain't.
No.
He is.
Yeah, he's better than TT.
Nah,
He will be.
mental.
I said.
He won't be.
Okay,
He won't be. No.
No, why?
Never.
One question, why?
Because he's being badly educated at Manchester United.
Here we go.
Egg
Here we go.
Wait,
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 hold on. So
Egg
if he was
If he was at Arsenal with Wenger,
Can I-
he would be Thierry today.
Here we go.
Can I ask Chris one question?
And that goes why everyone who is an Arsenal fan who hates Martial.
I don't hate Martial.
Because
We
he
just
doesn't
look at him and we look at him and we're sad because we've seen a man underachieving. Like Wazza. My man underachieved that Manchester United. I don't care what anyone says.
How
What?
he
Don't look at
underachieved?
me like
He
that.
broke
I
every
don't
record.
care. He took him 10 years to break man's record.
So what?
Nah,
You've done it.
Nah. If Alan Shearer was at Man United, yeah, in his prime,
Yeah.
Alan Shearer would have bust that
But he
record
wasn't.
5 years
Yeah,
ago.
of course
Look
he
at it,
would've.
5.
But that's
Don't
different,
tell me.
because
You're talking about
I-
Theo
wait, hold on,
earlier.
let me answer that.
Off
Listen.
air, you talking about Theo Walcott and telling me Theo Walcott, that man's got like 10 goals in 10 seasons, yeah?
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Wazza done the same thing.
All
It
right.
took him 10 years to break a record.
Yes.
That's why. Who is it? Is it Dennis Law? Is it
Yeah,
Dennis Law?
Dennis
Man United
Law.
legend, yeah?
Yeah.
Has he got
Yes,
trophy
he
outside
has.
the
He's
stadium?
got every record.
My
Yeah,
man was saying,
his-
even my man was saying, yeah, they should give him. Like he was like that.
Cool.
Yeah, they
Now
should
let me
give him
answer
one.
that. Let me answer that.
Oh,
Quick.
you're talking about basically he's referring. Chris is referring to giving Rooney a statue.
Yeah.
But if he was doing a madness like a Messi or a Ronaldo, he'd have that statue. No
Great.
questions.
Now let me answer that
No
question.
ifs or buts.
Let me answer that question.
You do nothing.
Let me answer.
Wait,
let me answer
you
that
know
question
what?
now.
How did we go from me talking about Martial's Henri
Because
Because he said, no, it's not even Henri
Martial's-
S. Don't give him that credit. No.
That was the Henri drag.
You're
The way
so
he was
bitter.
dragging the ball, and he was cutting it.
Yeah.
That wasn't an Henri drag.
It was a bit TT-esque.
It was a bit TTS.
but-
He was dragging the ball
You're so
and he
jealous.
dropped shoulder.
I
man.
ain't jealous because what's there to be?
And it was
We got
the assist, it
Lexi,
wasn't
baby.
even-
What's there to be jealous
Oh,
of? Are you
stop talking
meant
about
to?
Lexi, baby. He's leaving.
First of all, Lexi baby still linked to PSG.
Yeah.
Relax.
But hey, but look,
Relax.
let's just finish off on that.
Go on.
Relax.
Let's finish
So
on that
can we-
point.
can we
I
talk
say one
about-
Can I ask you one
thing?
question?
Let
I'm
me-
only gonna ask you
go on,
one
ask me a
question.
Go on, go on.
I'm only gonna ask you
Go
one
on,
question.
Go on.
Who scored more goals than Wazza out of every Arsenal player?
gosh.
Simple question, yes or no? Is
None.
there any player?
None.
Right,
None.
great.
Let's cut to the chase.
So, in my final sentence about it, it doesn't matter if it took him 1 year, 10 years, or 30 blood clot years. You have no player who has scored that amount of goals in the Premier League, and to be honest, you probably never will, mate.
Let me say
Thank
one
you,
thing.
and good night.
Let me say one
Thank
thing. I'm
you.
gonna say one thing on a calm note.
Keeps it blood.
On a calm note.
Mug.
I'm gonna say one thing. Look, Wayne Rooney has done. He's
Why
been
are we
exceptional.
talking
He's been a
about
good
Wayne
player.
Rooney?
I've
Put
got to show
respect
I
on
get
his
my
name.
chest now. I
And
put a bit
clap
of
when he
respect on
comes
him.
out.
I put a bit of
When he
respect on
comes
him.
out, Everton v Arsenal, make sure you
Of course I'll
clap.
clap, 'cause once
Make
the
sure you
first goal
clap.
was against
Give him a
Arsenal,
standing
I
ovation.
respect that boy. I remember watching him on Soccer AM before he even bust. And when I was a boy myself thinking, look at that goal in the FA Cup. Man was like, what? Can you see that?
Where's
So
the-
back to Wazza.
Find your voice, Chris.
I'm just saying, but that's how I was a kid. I was young, innit? Man, his voice was high pitched back then. So, but back to Wayne Rooney. Yeah, look, he's a good player. But for me, look, man, but they used to put him in the same breath as Ronaldo and Messi.
And he wasn't. He wasn't as good.
He could have been
Yeah.
with the right guidance. But
He's-
him and Fergie were having ups and downs battles.
I would disagree. I would disagree for the simple fact Wayne Rooney understood that when to play his position.
Oh no.
And you know, I'm gonna have to say it. It's an age-old one, but Wayne Rooney is more than just an out-and-out goal scorer. And I'm not trying to compare him to Messi or Ronaldo, but you're bringing up his goals. And what I'm trying to say is, Wayne Rooney understood when it was time for when Ronaldo left the season after, he knew I have to step up and score. And what happened? He stepped up and scored.
And you know the reality.
And then
Yes,
there was
he
the
did.
seasons before when we had the red arrows and we
Yeah.
had Tevez and Berbatov and
Red
and
arrows, you know.
That's no
Oh
called
my
because
days.
the counters were peak.
Oh my
The
days.
counters were
I
super
used to
peak.
scratch my head at that team, and I used to be like,
The
how?
counters.
How?
I'd be at Old Trafford, yeah, Stretford, and looking at the counter, and I'm just thinking, this is ridiculous. You can't keep up with them. And that was the whole thing. And Wayne Rooney always knew how to play his position. And that is why people love Wayne Rooney. All right, fair. You can say what you want. He lost some of his
He lost a
class.
lot- he lost a lot
He
of
lost
spark.
some of it. He lost some of it because when he was younger, technically, his technical ability was crazy.
That Newcastle goal.
Fair, that's fine. Maybe you can say, but at the same time, he's still very much a class player. Everton see that. Everton know
He
that.
underachieved it, I think.
But if do you think that Wayne Rooney, I don't know why we're talking about Wayne Rooney, we shouldn't be, this is old news, but do you think Wayne Rooney underachieved? You know what I'm trying to say? Leave us a comment, let us know what you think, alright? But let me just wrap up my point in terms of Anthony Martial before we discuss a little bit more about Manchester United. Anthony Martial, could this be his best season yet?
No.
Or do you feel like he'll be...
It depends.
In the shadow.
Because I know...
It depends on if he's given the moment to play in the first team. And,
Yeah, that's what I'm
and
saying.
I know Chris is probably thinking,
that's
well,
what I'm
that's the
saying.
problem in a nutshell. But listen, that's the thing. The thing is,
and
listen,
can I just want to say one thing?
Yeah.
The reason why I was impressed because I'm not...
Impressed
I'm
by
not,
what?
I'm not... Listen,
What was
wait.
you impressed by?
No, let
That
him
goal was...
finish.
That
It was a
assist-
friendly.
that
No, yeah,
assist-
forget about the goal.
the
Stop
assist-
talking about the goal
I'm
now.
not talking about the goal, but what I'm trying to say is it was indicated to me. I can always admit when I'm wrong. I'm not the greatest Anthony Martial fan. I think he's a good-
but to be
I
honest,
think he's a good player.
Can I be
I
real
think
with
he's
you,
a good player.
Jermaine? Jermaine, can I be real with you?
But-
you
a
rate
little
Jesse
bit.
Lingard.
You're a little bit fickle though.
You don't rate
You
Jesse
are.
Lingard.
No,
wait,
no.
You're known for being a little bit fickle.
I'm not fickle.
You are.
I'm not.
No, listen, you
No,
are.
no, no. And that's why- 'cause I can
You're one
admit-
of those people who, as
'cause
soon as
I-
a player has a bad game, all of a sudden he's crap.
No.
And Rashford,
No.
because Rashford's the hottest thing in the moment.
You
that is
you
what
got
you're
goldfish
like.
memory. You
No,
got
that's
goldfish
what you're
memory.
like. That's
You
what
got
you're
goldfish because I can remind you of the players that I rate them and why, or don't rate them and
You don't
why.
rate players who's not in form. You always
No, I
rate
don't.
players.
No,
Every player is in
that's
form.
not true.
They're the best player in
That
the
is
world.
not true. That's not true.
it.
Only players I rate. The only reason why people get me is because I rate certain players that no one else rates.
Like
Like
who?
who?
Like who?
Like
who?
Coleman.
Like
Like
who?
someone like Seamus Coleman. I'll be
Nah,
like, yo,
I
listen.
say
James
James
Coleman.
Nah, you
You see
never
what I
be
mean?
good.
I'll be like,
Nah,
Coleman's
you
hard.
someone else. You someone else. That's not a good excuse.
That is a very good one. I get cussed about that all the time. I get cussed about that one all the time. I can't say any player. If I say any player, you're like, Jermaine Shoutout. I'm like, bro, what? Because the guy doesn't bang in 100 goals.
No, but
I'm not trying to say about Martial. And the thing is, everything I said about Martial, at the end of the season, Mourinho said the same thing.
But that was Jose's fault.
It wasn't Jose. All right, listen, I'm not even going to get. So everything I always said about Martial, Jose said it himself at the end of the
It was
season.
all Jose's doing. It
He
was by
said it
design.
again.
Jose does
he
it
doesn't.
all.
No, he doesn't.
Everything Jose does
No.
is by design.
I know, but what I'm trying to
But
say is,
what does that mean?
now,
What
Because
does that mean?
it means it's done by
Craft.
design. He's doing it on
Craft.
purpose.
So wait,
Crafty.
so Ave again.
Crafty.
Again, you
Don't-
guys
Don't
annoy
argue.
me.
Listen,
now.
hey, listen.
You
I
guys
wouldn't.
annoy me.
Akeem,
Every manager does that.
Akeem, I want to hear you argue. All right, cool. Every manager does that. But what I'm trying to say is, what Chris is saying, Mourinho admitted himself.
Yeah.
He knows about what he does to players.
of course.
We know what he's done to players at previous clubs and the upsets
Poor
he's had.
man management.
And you can call it
Yeah,
whatever you like.
poor man
All I'm
management,
trying to
basically.
say is, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
All I'm trying to say is, has it worked this time with Martial? Do you guys?
Oh,
Looking
no,
at
we'll
that's
see,
why we
we'll
watch
see.
pre-season.
We'll see.
No,
we'll
you're
see.
saying no.
Pre-season.
Obviously,
you
we'll
can't
see.
judge
Oh,
friendlies.
Hold on a second. Hold on. We can't
Alright,
judge
cool.
pre-season.
Alright,
Can I ask
cool.
you one question? We can't judge pre-season then, yeah?
Yeah. Cool.
So what was your thoughts on the Bayern Munich?
I didn't give a rat's geezer.
Alright.
Did you hear? I didn't say nothing about that game.
Okay, cool.
And you
Okay,
can't. In all my life.
They're talking about the Arsenal beating Bayern Munich in the friendly.
Arsenal fans are getting gas.
Who? No, we're not.
They were.
They weren't really.
No, we
They
wasn't.
were, they were actually.
Shall I tell you what? Okay, I got.
Okay.
No, look, my boys in my group chat. Yeah, there's a little Arsenal group chat. It's like separate from the main one. Yeah, these lot were. They're like, if we lose to Bayern Munich, whoa, this is it now. This is it. I'm like, relax. It's a friendly. It's a friendly. Like, relax yourself. When we won, is
But
like,
why
oh,
do you play
yeah,
friendlies? Yeah.
To get fit, man.
Yeah, to get
friendlies
fit.
is for fitness, and it's to find out new patterns
Very
and new
true.
formations
And new
it's
players,
see what
see
the
what
new
youngsters-
systems.
yeah.
yeah, bust the youngsters. It's not about the result. Result don't mean.
You're
We're
right.
not talking about the result, but what is it? I just I
And you
be
can't get
impressed
gassed off things they do because friendlies are paid at a slow pace. I don't care. What
by-
anyone
it's a
says.
slower
The
pace, but
competitiveness ain't
it's
there.
still.
Alright, can I ask you a question though, Jermaine, before we move on?
Yeah.
One question.
Yeah.
If that goal was against let's say, Birmingham, would you have?
Yes.
In a competitive match.
Or is it
Honestly,
in a friendly?
Honestly,
or are you
in
only
a friendly, I don't
confident because
care.
it's against Real Madrid?
I was actually
Because Real Madrid.
surprised.
That's how I
You need
think
to understand how much I don't.
Because Real Madrid.
That was no, it
100%.
wasn't. No, it wasn't.
You're fickle.
Honestly, it was no. It was very, that goal, the movement that he had, the speed that he was moving, I was shocked.
How many times have you seen that?
Because he's a robot. Because normally, did you see him last season?
You think
Nah,
he's
you
a
can't
robot?
say the robot.
Bruv, the season before, he was fluid and he was beautiful. Last season.
So what happened then?
Yeah,
is
he had
that
no
change of
confidence,
manager?
though. He
Is
had
that
no
because of the manager?
confidence.
It's because the manager. But what I'm trying to say is maybe it's worked now. We'll see. You lot, let us know what you think.
This ain't Joe.
Mark it
Joe
on the
Cole.
wall. Let's see how Martial does this season. All right. Now we discussed this last week, and I want to bring it up again this week. All right. Basically, last week we asked you guys to tell us whenever you are evaluating a player, what you think about most, whether it be age, whether it be statistics, goals, assists. You know, it could be potential, whatever you guys think about most whenever you're buying a player. So I want to bring you guys to a little segment called "Is he really worth it?" That's what this segment's called. Is he really worth it? That's what you gotta really ask yourself. At the end of all the talking, look in the mirror or look at the screen and say, "But is he really worth it?"
That goes to Man United fans.
In that sound.
So that goes
to
to
United
you have to
fans.
say it in that tone. But brother,
Wait, hold on.
look at your friend. When your friend's talking about and he's like, "Oh, but
about
Lukaku
Lukaku.
did this and and Pogba did that," and say, "But bro, is he really worth it?"
Nope.
Well, we were talking about
Is
Mbappe.
Lacazette worth it?
We're not talking about
'Cause
Lacazette.
he's
That's
new
old
and right.
news.
Because
That's
he's
old
new and
news.
right. Is that
We
why?
are talking about Mbappe. We are talking about Mbappe, the young bull. How old is he? 19 now.
18, 19.
He's still 18.
Baby.
Joking.
Baby.
All right, so basically, he's been having a good summer, yeah, because everybody
Chilling.
has been scratching their heads. Who's gonna get this younger? Obviously, we know that he's been a prospect since he was a child, and he had a great season under Monaco. And we know he was supposed to go to Real Madrid. Well, today, as we're recording this, earlier on in the week, we've read that
It may not be true.
It may not be true, but we've been reading on Sky Sports as well that so it's not like Congo Sports or Ghana Sports or something.
Yeah, but hold on,
No,
hold
it's not a rubbish source.
It could be because Sky Sports have lost all credibility. Let's not even get there.
So who?
Let's not even.
Congo Sports. You know?
Yeah.
Don't disrespect Congo Sports like that. And give Sky Sports the big
Big
up.
up Congo Sports.
Give Sky Sports the big up when they're
Yeah?
just as bad these days.
Alright, cool.
Basically,
Dogs.
he's been valued. Well, apparently, it's been agreed. They valued him. Mbappe, 18-year-old from Monaco, 161 million pounds.
Not even 160. They added a mil.
A
milli.
161, which is I think it's 180 million euros. Euros, bro. So you're telling me Lionel Messi's worth $1 billion?
No, let me.
So
Yeah,
Lionel
thereabouts.
Messi's worth $1
Alright,
billion?
Let me be real though.
$1 billion.
Let me be real, Jermaine.
Probably.
Let me be real.
And Ronaldo's worth $2 billion.
Let me be real.
I'm joking.
Buying Mbappe, listen, Mbappe at 18, yeah. The problem with this, yeah, is these next 2 or 3 years we'll kind of see how good the player is really going to become.
Yep.
For example, look, I say that we're not talking about him, but I know Lukaku is going to become world class, but I don't think he's going to become one of the greatest of all time as in Messi or Ronaldo, yeah?
Now forget
The problem
Messi
is,
and Ronaldo. We're
the
not
problem
saying-
is, the problem is with Mbappe with this price tag.
Let's say Suarez Aguero.
I know.
level.
No.
No.
No,
Who?
wait, hold
Which
on.
one?
No,
Lukaku.
wait, hold on.
Lukaku.
No,
No.
wait, hold on. Of course he can. But we'll come back to that. No, we'll come back to that. Wait, we'll come back. We'll come back to that.
Please.
Let's go back to Mbappe. Yeah?
go back to Mbappe.
Listen, with that sort of price tag, he better become a Messi or Ronaldo.
How can you talk like that
How?
when you've got Lukaku?
How much is Lukaku go?
Engineer,
I don't care.
Wait.
Engineer, check the levels of their mic.
Listen, wait, hold on. How much did
No way. That's cheeky.
How much did Lukaku
No
cost?
pun intended.
How much did he cost?
I don't give a rat's.
Nah,
Caesar.
you do
Lukaku cost 100 mil.
He didn't.
No, he did.
No.
80 plus add-ons.
So?
85
Add-ons.
plus add-ons.
Why are you talking about add-ons? How much? Wait, hold
'Cause
on.
it all counts.
Add-ons. Wait, so add-ons. You're talking about add-ons now. So Lacazette, you have no add-ons.
You
have no add-ons,
All
no?
players have add-ons. All players
No,
have
wait,
add-ons.
hold on.
He's
Bring
52.
it back. Let's bring it back. How much did Lukaku cost in comparison to Lacazette? Let's go through that first.
What?
No, that's my
Why?
argument. I'm asking you a
Let's
question.
go back to the question.
I'm asking you a
Don't
question.
be a politician. Don't
Oh
do
my
no
days.
Tony Blair
Alright,
tactics
let me
on
ask you a
man.
question.
Let's go
What's
back
your
to the real
question? What's
deal.
your question?
What was the question, Big
What's your
J?
question?
Big J, the
Let me
question
answer.
is,
no
Is
one can remember.
is he really worth it?
All right, let me answer that. Lukaku.
You're talking about Mbappe. You're saying Mbappe best be Messi,
Let me answer
but
that.
yet you're gonna sit there, look man in the eye, and tell
Let
me
me
that
answer-
you don't expect the same thing from
Let me
Lukaku
answer that. Let me
and
answer-
Pogba.
Hold on,
Don't
let me
talk
answer
to
that.
me.
Let me answer that.
You best answer concisely.
Let me
geezer.
answer, I will.
I don't hear no riff
I will.
raff, no excuses.
Let
no
me
nothing.
Wait.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. All right,
me hear
Chris.
it.
All right.
Simple, right? The guy's 24 years old, yeah? He has scored goals every single year, yeah? For the last 5 years,
It's his job.
for the last 5 years, he scored more Premier League goals than anyone else besides Aguero in the blood clot hardest league in Europe.
and Kane?
Yeah,
Can you stop
Yeah,
saying blood
more,
clot, please?
more
He's
than
paid
more,
more- he's paid
more
more
than Kane.
because Kane's
How
only
about
had
that?
3 seasons.
How about that?
Kane's only
How
had 3
about that?
seasons.
Playing for Everton and
Kane's
blood
had 3
clot
seasons.
West Ham.
Can you stop saying blood clot?
has
Yeah,
had
I will
3
stop saying it.
seasons.
That's my last one.
Kane's
But
had 3 seasons.
oh my days, so,
Geezer.
who
1,
cares?
2,
Wait,
3.
hold on. So you're
Lukaku's
changing the
had
facts.
5.
So you're changing the facts.
No, I'm just saying.
Does that change the facts? Yes
But
or no?
did Lacazette
In
score-
the last 5
did Lacazette
years,
get more goals
in the last 5
than
years, who
Lukaku?
scored the most goals besides Aguero? The answer is Lukaku. How old is Lukaku?
24.
He's 24.
He's got touched like a
Thank
baby
you.
rhino, and he's still got touched like a baby rhino. Yeah,
And he's
my man's
scored-
24.
Oh my
God.
His
Touched like a baby
his tackle
rhino.
should be better by now. His tackle should be
Hey,
better.
what- hey,
He's a poor man's
hey,
bio.
Hey.
Right now.
What's Lacazette's?
Oh,
Hey, what's Lacazette's touch like?
That was a one-off, mate. That was a one-off. Let's be real.
Shut up, man.
Akeem,
Seal.
let's be
Shut
real. That was a
up.
one-off.
Well,
Shut up.
I
That was
think the
one-off.
noise you heard there from Akeem was a seal.
What?
That was a one-off.
Lacazette, the new Ian Wright.
Seal.
Yeah, right, mate.
Alright,
Yeah,
so-
right.
so-
You're
You're
right.
shook.
alright,
You're shook.
All
Yeah,
right,
right.
all right. Okay, guys, let's go back to Mbappe.
Sick player.
Is he really worth it?
No,
He's not worth 100
no, he's not worth
million.
that.
No.
I'm scared. You know what I'm scared.
But
I-
if Neymar's worth 300, then
he's not
maybe
worth-
he is.
Well,
He's not worth 300, he's worth 200.
let's get on to Neymar then. All right. We know there's 2 players that have been linked to go to PSG.
Who's the 2?
Neymar and
And obviously
Sanchez.
it's
Lexi, baby.
Neymar from Barcelona.
He wants to go to
and
that club.
Alexis Sanchez.
Club's got more chance to win the
For-
Champions League, mate.
yeah,
No,
and
they
Alexis Sanchez
They have, though.
from Arsenal, right? Now, basically, as far as we reported last week, like we on the podcast last week, we read it was 222 million euros.
Yeah, 222.
Fake news.
I think it's even gone up. I think it might have
Full
gone
fake
up.
news.
I think it might have gone up.
Full fake.
Well, if it's fake,
Because
then
we-
why is Jordi Alba coming out and hoping and begging for Neymar
Because
to stay?
Neymar wants more peas probably in his
Yeah,
contract.
so what? Then
This
it's
is
not
what they're
fake
doing.
news, then,
It's
is it,
fake
mate?
news,
It's not fake news, though, is it?
Well,
Why would you leave Barcelona when you got Messi? And,
Because,
and,
do you know
and-
why?
And Suarez,
Because
yeah?
he's always in their shadow.
No, he's not in their shadow. That's some fabricated. No,
Nah,
no,
it's
he is in
MSN.
their
It's
shadow.
MSN.
He
It's
is in their
definitely,
shadow.
it's definitely MSN.
It's
though.
MSN, but to be great, yeah,
No.
you need to be the
Suarez is
outstanding
great
player
though.
in that team.
Suarez
Yeah,
is
Suarez
great.
has done a job in Liverpool before that. He has.
But Neymar's
He was-
doing wonders.
But
What did
Suarez-
Neymar do before
what
he
did
got to
Suarez- What did
Barca?
Suarez win?
Innit?
So what? He done a job. He proved
did he win, though?
himself. No, you don't get me. I'm not talking about honors. Yeah, I'm talking about proving himself that he's world class before he joined
I
Messi.
thought that's what
don't-
Neymar was doing in Brazil.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Tearing up trees.
What in Cruzet?
Turn up trees.
Against Fluminense and whatever these
Fluminense,
Santos.
Cruzet.
Boca
Not even
Juniors.
Corinthians, you know. This guy.
Boca Juniors. And
Yeah,
that. Hey,
bro.
get out of here.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? You guys don't rate. You guys don't rate
The
that.
Argentinian,
You
innit?
guys don't rate.
I rate Neymar. I hate Neymar.
No, you rate him. All right. So,
I rate
so
him.
question is he
He's
really-
worth it. Yeah. If Man United,
Nah,
listen,
he's not worth 200 buff.
Listen,
No,
if I was Man
sorry.
United,
No
and,
one's
two,
worth
and we had, because we had that sort of money.
No,
yeah?
you haven't.
We have.
You
So
haven't got
sort
that
of
money. Not
Hey,
even the big
if
Man
he
United
said,
got that.
if he said he'll do it, 222, we'll pay him cash. We'll pay that cash now.
You think he's
I'll
worth
take
it?
him right now. I'll take him right now. Listen, he's worth every penny. That guy will win us the league.
No, he wouldn't.
Listen,
All right. All
He
right.
can't win you the league when you got Darmian as left back. Sorry.
Here we go. Here we go.
Sorry.
So wait, Darmian.
Oh,
You're
jeez.
cussing
Let's not
Darmian.
even get there. Let's not even
Let's
start.
not
on
talk
Darmian.
about
Let's
your
not even
team.
start about
Next
that.
thing you'll be
You
saying.
can't talk about my team.
Hey, next
You
you'll
can't
be-
talk
hey,
about my
hey,
team.
hey.
Man for man, my team's better than your team right
Oh,
now. I don't care what
okay.
anybody says. We're
Hey,
going for the
hey,
title, my
I
friend.
don't-
Don't even bother,
okay.
geezer.
Alright,
Swear
wait,
down.
forget that.
We've got a
We're
striker,
we're
a
not
real
talking-
striker.
Listen, alright,
Say
Chris,
something.
relax,
You
relax.
do nothing.
He's that.
You do nothing.
Listen, forget. All right.
Trust.
Wait,
Trust.
Listen, my segment's not.
Trust.
Next, you're gonna say Walcott is better than Lingard.
Forget.
Next, you're
He
gonna say
is. Tito's better than Lingard. Lingard's a side man in a 3-man team.
scores in cup finals. Scores in cup finals.
What cup
What
finals?
does Walcott do?
What cup finals?
What does Walcott do?
What cup finals?
What does he
What cup
do,
finals?
mate?
What cup
What
finals?
cup
What
final?
cup finals?
Are you mad?
What cup finals?
Are you
What
mad?
cup finals?
Are you mad?
What cup final?
All right, listen.
What cup finals? He scores in cup finals,
Which
mate.
cup final?
Watch
Carling,
TV,
Carling.
mate. You might find out.
Carling! Man said that.
He's got the FA Cup as well.
And
What,
He's got the FA Cup final.
What season just gone?
Doesn't matter.
Season just gone.
What
He goes FA
are
Cup
you doing
final.
that for?
Season just gone.
What are you
FA
doing
Cup
that
just gone.
for?
Yeah, 'cause what?
It's FA Cup final.
We're FA Cup champions. That's my title. Say something.
Keep that one title. to
You
your
do
name.
nothing.
Keep
Alright,
that
listen.
small title to
Alright,
your name,
listen.
mate. Small
We
title.
still haven't
But
finished.
yeah,
Why
hold
not?
on. Small toe. But yeah, you're picking up the bloody Europa League, which no one cares about, and the League Cup. That's
Hey,
what
Arsenal-
Spurs talk about.
Arsenal better win it this
Spurs
season.
talk
Hey,
about
what
that.
shock?
No,
No one
don't
cares
care
about
Europa.
No one
We
cares
don't
about
care-
League
we
Cup.
don't care about Europa.
No one cares about League Cup. Hey,
care.
can I ask you two
Let,
questions?
I don't mind the
One
shouting.
question.
Whoa, I don't mind the shouting. Let each other speak.
All right,
though.
cool, Jay.
All right, go on.
One
Akeem.
question.
Go on.
When was the last time you won the UEFA Cup? Don't worry, I'll wait. When's the last time you won the League Cup? Don't worry, I'll wait. That's because you've never won either. What a shock. You don't care about any of them because you've never won them.
Cups,
You don't even know
DBD
what it
trophies.
touches like. You don't even know
DBD
what it feels like,
You're-
mate.
you're co-
You
you're
don't even
co-
know what it
Alright,
feels
listen,
like.
You're competing for the
Yeah?
UEFA Cup this season.
We know what that bad boy feels like. We know what every single silverware
Arsenal
feels like.
Football Club are
There's
competing
this
for.
guy in the, all I can hear is this guy natting in my ear.
All right, guys.
We ain't going for no Europa Cup.
Alright, can we finish? Can I finish my segment, please?
Yes, I'm saying.
Because we ain't got a lot of time left.
Man's
I wanna,
deviated.
I want to finish my segment, and it's called "Is it really worth it?" So basically, we're on to Sigurdsson. Swansea. 50 million for Sigurdsson.
Crazy.
50 million.
I mean,
Are we? Any takers?
Yeah,
look,
50.
Carl Walker for 50 million. I know.
crazy.
I know different position, but
That's
still.
crazy.
But the
though.
reality
even,
is,
even for Carl
reality is
Walker, 50
Sigurdsson,
is mad.
Sigurdsson, if he can get, and it's not a joke, but if he can get 7 to 10 free kick and dead ball. Listen, he's great at dead balls.
Yeah.
he's sick, he's
So
sick.
He's sick.
listen,
He's sick.
those goals all add up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So having a great free kick taker is worth a bit of money. That adds probably like another 10
50
million.
buff, yeah.
No, not 50. Not 50.
He's forgetting what brand you're talking about. We're
Not,
talking about Sigurdsson,
not
the
50,
brand.
but once again, yeah.
Sigurdsson.
Listen.
He's going for he's going for more than Zizou. I should leave.
of course.
Can you hear what we're saying? More than Zidane.
Yeah, of course. 100%.
Sigurdsson.
That's a different time.
It's over. It's too
It
much.
wasn't that long ago.
Nah, it was about 10 years ago,
Same.
man.
Oh,
so,
way
okay.
more than that.
Yeah.
Geezer.
Way more than that.
Listen,
Keith.
It wasn't that long ago.
50 mils a
you
lot.
say
Okay,
Zizou.
okay,
Then Figo then. He's still
Sigurdsson,
taking the
okay,
mick.
Sigurdsson, Sanchez 35 mil, Sigurdsson 50 buff.
Yeah, but Sanchez is going now for
Hey,
to
can I
PSG 60.
take as a true story? Yeah, very quickly, just to wrap it up. I remember one time, yeah, Charlie Adam, he played for Blackpool at the time, yeah.
God.
Why are you bringing this stuff?
And wait, it was just so fun. I forgot who the manager was
Ollie.
at the time.
It was Ollie.
Is
It
it-
was Ollie.
Was it?
Swear to us, swear it was Ollie. Go on, guys.
And then they wanted to buy Charlie. I think it was
It was Ollie. It was Liverpool, innit?
they wanted
Yeah,
to
it
buy
was
Charlie Adam.
Ollie.
And he must have said some mad price. And he was like, well, I'll tell you what. He goes, if I'm going to stay in the Premier League, that's going to cost me about 100 million. So to me, Charlie Adams worth 100 million.
Hey, Ollie was upset, man.
Oh my days.
Bro, the logic to me sounded so sound at the time.
No, it was sound. It
I
was
was
sound.
thinking, that's fair still. If the player is worth that to you, yeah, as a team, you're thinking, no, if I'm gonna lose this player who's key, then you gotta pay, mate. Because he said Charlie
It was
Adams.
Kenny Dalglish that made the bid, and he said Dalglish was stuck in the Stone Age.
Yeah,
I was
he
upset.
goes, if you want Charlie Adams, he goes, well, I'll tell you what, Charlie Adams to me is worth 100 million because he's going to keep me in the Premier League. And he's thinking about his peace. He's thinking about his peace if he got relegated.
Bro, hey, real
It was
talk.
the funniest
Hey,
thing.
but because Swansea know. Hey, listen.
It's the funniest
Hey,
thing. He's a cheat. He goes, he's thinking about the pocket, fam. He goes, if I get relegated because you took my best player, I'm going to get pissed off.
Hey, that's it,
He said,
straight.
no, he's worth everything to me,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
He's staying.
Hey,
So
but-
what I'm trying to say is to every player, to every manager, yeah, or
relative,
every
innit?
team,
You're worth
it's
what you are.
relative, bro. If I feel like your team is gonna make me finish in, because we all know, depending on what place you finish in that table, depending on what money you see, mate. All right, each position's a different check.
Would
So
you say?
I tell you what.
Would you say Swansea's getting relegated if they lose him?
No, I'm not
No,
even
but-
saying that. But it could be a difference. We know what Sigurdsson
Yeah,
does
of
for
course.
Swansea. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Especially after Swansea's rocky last season.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
rocky,
saying?
yeah, rocky.
So, it's just relative, all right, guys.
Like Van Dijk, Virgil van
Like,
Dijk.
yeah, exactly.
He's
exactly the
going.
same
He's
thing.
going.
Yeah,
60
you know
ball,
what?
60 ball.
Deadline day.
more
Deadline day. Yeah.
You know the maddest thing is that somehow Sanchez, which I do think is a bit of a joke.
What, Lexi,
if
baby?
Yeah, if he does go,
But it's in his
the
deal.
money that they're saying is not even crazy money. Mil.
But he's in his last year, though, isn't it?
I know, but still,
And he's
like,
gonna be
come on.
29.
If Sigurdsson's
It's
going,
never, yeah, it's never crazy money.
if Sigurdsson's going for
it's because
50,
you lot left a lot of players in the thingy in
No,
last.
but he
last year.
actually wants 400,000 a week, innit? That's why Bayern Munich said no.
you should pay him the money.
No, but we can't. That'll cripple us. That will
It's
cripple
not
us.
triple you. Do
No,
you know how
it
much
will.
money Arsenal's got?
This guy, you should know about
What?
business. You should know.
Listen, so you're not listening. Listen, you're saying that Arsenal haven't got 400k a week to pay.
Yeah,
Alexis
for an individual. If he was the owner
course
at the
he's got
club,
the money- they
but
got the
then
money.
Oswald's gonna go. You know what? I'm in my last year.
So what?
you
Pay
say?
both of them.
And then someone like the Ox.
They'll win you things.
Ox
mate.
wants to leave.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what.
because he
Listen,
says I'm not signing that contract because we've offered him.
Apparently,
something like-
apparently, Ox is going Chelsea.
he can go. He ain't gonna do nothing. He'll do nothing.
you need him.
Alright, guys,
You need
I want
him.
you guys-
You need him.
Nothing.
You need him.
He'll do
He's
nothing.
he's your most important
He'll
player
do
after
nothing.
Ozil and Sanchez.
Shut up.
Okay, who is then?
All right, listen.
Who is then?
No,
Santi?
no.
Santi Carzola.
We're
That's
not
why I
gonna-
saw him at
Like
Star
I said.
Sixes.
We're
But
not
it was
gonna bring
Deco.
it- we're not gonna
But it was
bring it.
Deco, mate.
Listen.
That's what
We're not
I
gonna
thought I
bring
saw him.
All right, guys.
It's
Let
Deco.
us-
I mixed him up. Sorry.
Let us know what you guys think. All right.
Poor man's
Just-
Deco.
Basically,
Who?
let us know what players.
Santi Carzola.
Guys, with Deco, Santi, those are the days of the past, mate.
Yeah, they are. They're both in the past.
All
You're
right,
right, You're right,
guys,
mate.
You're both showing your ages right
We
now.
love you,
all right?
Lexi.
All right, you guys, let us know what you think. Leave us a comment below. Do you feel like these players are worth it? Mbappe, Neymar, Sigurdsson. That sounds so funny. But
Madness.
basically, yeah, do you feel like they're worth it? Also, leave a comment below. Ox to Chelsea, maybe.
So we can sit on the bench.
Who's a bigger London team,
Waste.
Arsenal or Chelsea?
Arsenal, hands down.
Because
Let's
things
not-
have changed.
let's talk
Also,
sense.
Wait,
who
wait.
would you rather have in your team right now? Theo Walcott or Jesse Lingard?
Theo. And I don't
But
like
before you go, just answer that question, Chris. Why do you think
The reason
Arsenal is a bigger club than Chelsea? And I'll answer, and then Jay.
Very
can answer.
quickly, very
Just
quickly.
very quickly.
our history. Say no more.
Okay,
Okay,
history.
cool. Real simple. You haven't won anything major. apart
Recent
from the
history.
FA Cup
That's
in
my
the last
answer.
15
Recent
years.
history.
Simple.
Your answer's
So
history.
no.
My
The
answer's
Chelsea's
recent
bigger club
history.
than you.
So's
So Man
Akeem's.
City's a bigger team, a bigger club than Man United right about now.
What,
Recent
how many-
history.
how-
It depends
what's
on what
recent
you.
history? How many
yeah,
Champions Leagues they won?
Exactly.
So is
How
Chelsea
many
bigger
UEFA
than-
Cups they
Chelsea
won?
bigger
Depends
than-
because-
Is Chelsea bigger than Man United then? Because they've been the most dominant team.
They haven't been
In the last-
dominant.
no,
in the last 10
not more
years,
than- not
dominant.
more-
No, they haven't.
No more than Man
Man
United.
United still.
It's 14 apiece.
What do you mean it's 14
Like
apiece?
trophies, I think.
Yeah, so
Or they
exactly,
might
they've
have
not been
15,
dominant.
They might
then.
have 15 now.
Nah,
so that makes
But
them
they have been one of the big
So 15
sides.
is greater than 14, so that makes them a bigger club.
Okay,
than-
technically, if you're talking about trophies,
But
but
before
at least that's close.
That's what you're talking
Arsenal
about.
is
No,
like
but they're
down
still-
here.
All right,
they're
well,
still
to Chelsea.
they're
Well,
still greater
guys,
than you.
Come on, mate.
It's not enough Forest bigger than Spurs and Leeds bigger than Spurs.
That's
about
not-
recent-
that's
no,
not history.
none of
You
them,
said
man.
history.
It's Villa bigger than
You said
Spurs.
history.
None of them,
You
man.
said history.
recent
Yeah,
history.
but if we talk about overall, because Arsenal still do things today.
No, you don't do things.
These are three
When's
FA,
your last
three
Premier
FA
League?
Cups.
Guys,
We've
when's
won
your last
large
Premier League?
three FA Cups in
Hey,
4 years.
Small.
Brent.
Small. It's small, mate.
Listen, mate. Thank you for tuning in this week. All right, you've been here with myself, Big J.
Cheekysport
And
Akeem.
thank you so much to our guest Chris for coming in today. Yeah,
thank you.
all right. As you can tell, he's a very passionate fan. Make sure you follow Cheeky Sport everything at Cheeky Sport on Twitter, at Cheeky Sport on Snapchat, at Cheeky Sport on Instagram, just at Cheeky Sport to your nan, rude boy. All right, just literally make sure you at Cheeky Sport on everything. Okay, make sure you follow at Rinse FM on Twitter, at Rinstagram on Instagram as well. Make sure you tune into the podcast as well. www.soundcloud.com/rinsefm. You can listen to this audio in full, download it, play it in the car, play it on the speakers, play it to your son. Don't play it to your son, but still. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back next week talking more about, the off season and stuff like that. What? Okay, so
Because put it this way, look what
Alright,
I'm
go on.
basically saying. From Morata being what he was last year, and that doesn't mean he's not a top player, but what he was last year, to be sold for 68 million is like Real Madrid have used cheat codes. They've
Yeah,
used
but
an
it's-
action
I think-
replay card.
no,
They've used an action replay card, like a up, down, left, right,